What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Saturday, December 14th, 2019, and you are listening to the very 9th episode of Crossplay, where we get together every week and talk about all the video game goodness we can handle right here on the Whatnauts.com. Coming up on today's show, we are going to be talking about the Game Awards results, and who won what and what won who. We are also going to be talking about how MLB The Show will no longer be a Sony exclusive, and Xbox has finally revealed their next generation console. All that and more coming up in just a sec. For now, my name is Kyle Springer, and I am joined by two people live in Fortnite. We have Mick.
May the force be with you.
And Ignacio.
I am your father.
Whoa, what?
There we go.
Yeah.
But you're younger
Breaking
than me.
news. Ignacio is your
time
father.
travel.
So we are podcasting right here, right now. But all of the big Star Wars Fortnite stuff is about to happen. So we are going to chug along with our podcast until things start going down in Fortnite. And then we'll give you a live play-by-play. See how that works. Let's see. How was your guys' week, Ben?
Pretty chill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been good.
Now that I'm no longer have any classes or exams, it's been pretty chill.
That's right. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
You're free.
How did your last final go?
Oh, it went great. I had good grades at the end. Oh wait, something's happening.
There's a
like a
TIE
bunch of
fighter that
ships.
just crashed.
Oh, I missed it.
Whoa. The pillar went up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here in Fortnite watching this stuff. I'm
Something's
actually
crashing.
watching the official
Oh,
stream
Millennium
on
Falcon.
Twitch.
The Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon just flew by. There's a bunch of TIE fighters. Some big
They're playing the
statue
theme
Wait,
song.
thing.
I had to get up there.
Yeah. There's
I'm on the ground.
air all around
Yeah,
it.
I saw it.
This is wild. There's so many stormtroopers and rays.
Whoa, it's a
Yeah,
fight.
destroyers.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, there's the Millennium Falcon. There is Star
This is awesome.
This
Destroyers
is so cool.
in the sky.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. There's a big dogfight in the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, just seeing all the Star Destroyers in the sky is awesome. And the Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Right now they're chasing the Millennium Falcon.
Does Battlefront 2 have a battle royale
No.
mode?
Just Battlefield
No.
5.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be neat if they had one, like a Star Wars battle royale.
Yay, they did
Okay,
it.
so yeah.
Here comes the land. Oh, he pushed us off.
Yeah.
Okay,
was like,
Millennium
wait,
Falcon
what is
just
happening?
beat a bunch of the TIE fighters.
Can you hear
It's-
my music?
No. At least
Okay.
I
Where's mine isn't being
can't.
picked up. Oh, this is so
Yeah, because
cool.
they're playing the thing.
Okay, the
we go
Millennium
in?
Falcon is now landing.
You can't get near
Oh,
it.
we can go.
You can't get
No.
near it. Who's gonna come off it? Who's gonna come off? Is it gonna be Han Solo?
I bet you it's J.J. Abrams.
Maybe it's Jeff.
Well, all right, it's back in.
Well, it is Jeff.
Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
Use my trader emote. What is going on in the background?
Yeah. Is that a stormtrooper dancing?
Yeah.
People are cheering all sorts of stuff. Jeff Keighley's basically talking about, hey, this is fantastic. Stuff like this has barely happened before. This is a special
J.J. Abrams in the Stormtrooper.
event.
Is it JJ? I don't think it's him.
It's not actually Jeff Keighley. It's like a hologram of
Yeah.
someone, and then it's Jeff's voice.
God, it's so laggy.
Wait, who's talking?
Oh, is that Jason Schwartz?
Anthony. No, it sounds like Anthony Carboni to me. I might be wrong, but
No, it sounds like the guy from Parks and Rec and DuckTales.
I don't know.
This is wild.
Does he have his own skin?
Okay. They're welcoming J.J. Abrams to the stage.
Yeah, he has his own skin.
He has his own skin.
Yeah.
He's walking off the Millennium Falcon, running in. It's a Fortnite version of J.J. Abrams.
I like JJ.
No, it's definitely Ben Schwartz.
They're making a joke about his tight pants.
They are tight.
I feel like this is... They're just wasting time till, like, everyone can get there.
Yeah.
Wait, did the skin just change?
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed to like the generic female skin.
Now he's a stormtrooper.
He's a stormtrooper now, like
Another
Ignacio
dancing.
said. Yeah. They made a joke about, like, oh, are you my dad? It's weird. Now they're doing
And now
Fortnite
he's a
dances.
hologram.
So yeah, after this, they have like a 8-day long event for Star Wars where I think you unlock special skins and colors.
Yeah. When are they getting to the thing?
Yeah. It's taking a bit.
Like, I feel like they would want to do something quick and fast and then just have it like a repeatable event that every
No,
time
I
you're
think
in.
they want to make it more of
I think
a.
they're just leaving it
a
open for people to
thing,
get
an
in
event.
because the servers are lagging a lot.
Yeah. No, but
True.
I think they want to make it more than just showing a trailer
Yeah.
or whatever.
I mean,
Because right now Jeff is talking to JJ.
they had a full concert here before.
Yeah.
Trying to do
That's us.
something interactive with the people inside the game.
Oh, that's why they are pets.
Darth Jar Jar.
Knights of Ren, Jedi Mind Trick, Darth Jar Jar.
Rey and Kylo
What is
Power
the
Ballad.
scene about? Is it about
I'm gonna say Knights.
Darth
I wonder
Jar
if we'll
Jar,
get it right, get
Jedi
something
mind
cool.
tricks, the Knights of Ren, or I didn't catch that.
Oh,
last
Jedi Mind
one.
Trick.
Kylo Ren power ballad? Is that what
Jedi
it was?
mind trick. No, it's a power battle.
Oh, okay.
I got a Jedi mind trick.
Yeah.
So people
Here it
are
is.
voting for what they think the scene is about.
Here's the scene.
In this one
It's a giant screen.
I'm watching. Okay, here's the...
Okay, I'm looking elsewhere.
I'll turn it down for you, Ignacio.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go hide.
Okay.
Here is the big scene. I'll probably edit this part out. Maybe? Who knows?
Probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
Nobody's moving in my game.
I just went to the house on the back and just hid.
Oh, that was much shorter than I thought.
But it's over?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a good 3-4 minute clip. That's what I heard.
Huh?
There
Oh,
you
maybe
go.
that's counting all the thing that came before.
Who
Trigger.
knows? Are they still talking about something after?
Well, they are dancing now. JJ's dancing.
Somebody has an I
Okay.
love something sign.
I guess that was kind of it. Well, in the meantime, let's get back to what we've been playing and stuff like that. All of that stuff.
Okay.
Let's see. What have we
He's
been
doing a Naruto run.
playing? I am going to switch over to my notes here. Sounds like your guys'
Yeah, one last
week
thing. Hold on.
has been good.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
What's your favorite lightsaber?
color.
Okay, so they're
Green.
voting on...
I bet this will mean like
Favorite
they're adding like a
lightsaber
lightsaber
color.
pickaxe. And it's going to be that color.
Yeah,
Oh, I got knocked
Whoa.
off.
that would
No.
make sense.
They're shooting at us.
People are voting purple in the one that I'm
Same.
watching.
But then we got knocked off by TIE fighters.
Yeah.
Now the Millennium Falcon's taking off. Ooh, what's the chest?
No, don't leave.
Left the chest
Come
behind.
back.
Can you start killing people now?
Nope.
Don't think
That
so.
would have been
taking off.
really funny if it was just like, okay, and you guys can all fight now, go!
Whoever wins gets something cool.
Yeah.
What's in the chest
Yeah.
they left behind?
Oh yeah, that. I thought they were going to open that, and that would be the scene, but
Okay.
Ooh, hold on.
The Millennium Falcon just took off into hyperspace.
Palpatine's talking.
well, it's Palpatine sound like.
What's the sound alike, but still.
Darth Sidious.
Everything is slow.
Yeah. And now it's all white, and everything's back to normal.
The box opens.
Yeah. Lightsaber.
Lightsabers.
What?
Oh, I have a purple lightsaber.
I have a green one.
Oh, now we're just killing each other.
It's a big fight.
It's a big lightsaber
Yeah.
fight.
That's awesome.
Deal. Oh, I just got a thing that said dealing damage with the lightsaber.
Just a whole bunch of people running around with different
Eliminated
colored
somebody with an
lightsabers.
elegant weapon from a more civilized age.
Whoever the person on
This is
the
so
Twitch stream
cool.
right now is
Yes, it's so cool.
not doing a good job here.
Can you throw it? No, you can block.
Yeah.
Oh, the people with red have Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
I have a green
I've
one.
seen green. I've seen purple, red,
I have purple.
blue. Was there an orange one?
No, it's green, red, blue, purple.
Just those.
Everyone's here
four.
has a green one.
Everybody chose green.
No, wait, there's a red one. Oh, I died.
So it's
you
basically
respawn.
it's a team royale thing.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
We
just
got
like
26.
you just keep fighting until people hit 100. So let's finish this first and see what happens after. Oh, you can break somebody's block. Oh, this is kind of for my damage
You can
thing.
cut
Cool.
down trees. Whoever this guy on the official Twitch stream is, just like ran off, and
Oh, you
has,
can cut down trees.
like doing his own thing.
Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be like the new pickaxe thing for the event. But this is such a cool surprise.
Yeah.
Might take a little bit since there's only 10 people in my game, or 10 versus 9.
Yeah, we got 10 v8.
All right, I'm gonna turn this down so we can start recording.
Okay.
Are you all playing this too?
I'm not.
That's right, you're watching a stream.
Okay. Well, there you go. Fun,
Yeah, it's so
fun
cool.
Star Wars stuff has been had.
Boy.
It's more than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
People fought the stars, and the stars won.
That was definitely more than just a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more so like a clip rather than a trailer.
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a clip, but the whole event in the Fortnite was really cool. The build up to it. They had special music playing throughout the whole game leading up to the event once the lobbies opened.
Mm-hmm.
The whole intro for this thing.
And then
the dogfight with the Millennium Falcon.
that, and then just making it so interactive. Like now, we all have lightsabers fighting each other.
Yeah, that's fun. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, let's
Good stuff.
dive into what we've been playing this week. Let's start with you, Ignacio. How's
Yeah.
Death Stranding?
It's going well. It's going slow. Kind of like walking on Death Stranding.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close to halfway through the game, and I played
Nice.
a lot. I feel like it's a very long game.
Are you liking it more? Liking it less? Just
I'm
about
liking
the same?
it as much. Yeah, my only problem is that the game is very long, and I tend to prefer games that are a bit shorter, not this long.
Gotcha.
Because I like to. There are more games that I want to play now, but I want to stick around with a game till I finish it. So that's kind of why I'm wanting to finish it now, but I'm
Makes
nowhere
sense.
near the end.
It's worth
But
sticking it out.
yeah, I want to
Till the
see it because I'm liking the story. I'm liking the world. I want to know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's very long.
Mm-hmm.
So long.
Exactly.
Yeah, but other than that, I've also been playing Pokemon. Same as before.
yeah.
I'm liking it as much as before. I just finished my last gym, and I'm making my way to the. I don't know what they call it, but it's kind of like a tournament.
Is it like
Kinda.
the Elite Four?
No,
Their
from what I saw,
version
it isn't the Elite Four.
of the Elite
It's
Four?
kind of like. Did either you watch any of the anime?
Yes.
Yes, not any of the
Yeah,
newer
so-
ones.
So it's like the tournaments
No,
they have
yeah.
in anime then?
Yeah, it is kind of like that. From what the game said, you have a semifinals, you have a finals, and all
Mhm.
that. You
Okay.
are fighting against other like play champions are the challengers from the league.
Gotcha.
It isn't the Elite Four, and then whoever wins that, which of course is you, gets to fight off against the champion and become the new champion.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm liking it as much as I did before.
Do
It is
you
more
ever
Pokemon.
think that they would make a Pokemon game where you don't become champion?
Doubt it. I don't know if they did that for Sun and Moon, because I know they changed the things up then.
Okay, yeah.
But maybe, I
I
think
didn't
that might
play
have
those
had a
ones.
champion. I think
'Cause
that
that would
might have
be-
had it.
That would be an interesting thing, right? Of like, well, the anime is Ash only recently finally
Yeah.
became one. But like that would be a neat thing of like, hey, the whole theme song is I want to be the best, and then like the message at the end of the game is like, hey, you don't need to be a champion to be worth something. Or you know, you don't have to be a champion to be good.
Yeah, I don't see the game ever doing that. As in, you fighting against the champion and you lose, because that would be just losing a fight.
Yeah. That is true. It would probably suck. I have
Yeah.
also been playing Pokemon Sword. I've dived into that one a bit. I just got my 3rd gym badge.
Okay, so you have progressed quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm liking it so far.
Yeah.
I think the thing that stands out that I'm not liking is that each town, like the story of each town is go fight the gym, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Pretty much.
Which in older Pokemon games, or at least the ones I remember, there was also some kind of other story beat happening there. Like, oh, go look at this weird mall. Go investigate this strange ghost. You know, go do this, go do that. And I haven't really experienced that yet in this game.
I would say it has as much as any other previous Pokemon games. Maybe you still haven't gotten to any town that has something going on there. I would
Okay.
say it has as much as any other Pokemon game.
Yeah, because like I don't mind the story, but it just it almost feels like the only thing to do in those towns is just go fight the gym.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm still early on there. Mick, have you been playing more Pokemon?
I have given up for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy since I got home, but I've kind of been playing other games lately. I've been doing a lot of things with battle passes and battle royale modes.
Ignacio, it worked. He's rethinking his life. Eventually, he's
as
gonna
he realized
Absolutely
come back and he's gonna
realized
be
you-
like, I should have done Score Bunny.
Absolutely not.
You know what? That timeout did work.
You guys are awful and I hate you.
He finally realized he can make good decisions.
Except I don't, because right now I'm playing several long games back to back. Like I finally beat the season pass for Fortnite. I'm updated on that, but they keep on releasing challenges. Like there's now a month-long challenge called Stretch Goals that's out. They have prestige challenges. They just released more Star Wars, where they actually just released Star Wars challenges. They have Star Wars skins out right now, which are really fun to have on. And I had bought some of those. Actually, like one of the first skins I ever bought in the game was Star Wars stuff.
I was so confused when you posted in our Discord. You're like, the Star Wars stuff is happening during the show, and I was like, wait, did I post something about the skins and not remember it? And
No.
I think you posted that on like Tuesday, so I was like, the show, does he mean Game Awards? what is he talking about? I was like, what is going on?
I thought you knew about the Star Wars stuff happening in Fortnite. Because it's
Yeah,
pretty
did
advertised.
you watch the Game Awards?
I knew it was happening. In fact, I think that day I had posted a link about the skins in another Discord server that I'm in, and so that was also partly why. It was just like, I remember posting something about this. I thought I posted it in our Discord too. Maybe I didn't. Maybe like you thought it was a leak or something and you deleted it. I was like, I have no idea what is happening here.
Yeah, no, they've been talking about it the whole week.
Yeah.
This Star Wars event.
And
it was led up to, though, because they had, when Jedi Fallen Order came out, they had a Stormtrooper skin that was released where you got it for free if you bought it on the Epic Game Store. But it wasn't too much in-game either. But then leading up to this, they had posters just showing up randomly in Fortnite where it just said live at Risky Reels Star Wars exclusive scene. Yeah. And people were wondering why they were changing Risky Reels again, because they had a slow progression of them picking up the cars that were normally there, them taking down the movie screen and starting to put these random pads. And it turns out this was all for the Star Wars event.
There you go.
And then during the Game Awards, they said, yeah, we also have 3 skins that look really cool too. Like you can get Rey, you can get Finn, you can get a red Stormtrooper, and they all look good. You can also get Rey's bow staff as a pickaxe. You can also get the Trader TR-8R spinny thing as a pickaxe too. It actually spins as you're using it.
Huh.
Nice.
And exclusive emotes, and now they have 2 TIE Fighter deployable wingsuits that are cool for when you fly down. So they're just embracing Star Wars a lot right now. So it's cool to see what they're doing with all this. But besides Fortnite, I've been trying the new Forza Horizon 4 Battle Royale mode that was added this week.
How does that work?
So there's no weapons. There are drops, but it's all cars. Everyone starts off with a level 1 Mini Cooper.
All cars, all the time.
Yeah. So the way it starts up is you queue up, you go into a lobby, and he says, select your car, and you only have one option, which is like a Mini Cooper level 1. And it asks you, where do you want to start the game in? So you pick anywhere in the full Forza Horizon 4 map, and you say, I want to start here. And that's where you load into.
Oh, so you don't even drop...
There's no dropping. You just spawn in. And it just...
That's a missed opportunity.
Well... Yeah,
they could have done kind of like the
100 Mini Coopers drop from the sky.
Was it the Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Dropping the cars.
But the way it starts, it's still pretty cool. They have a really cool announcer that says, the Eliminator starts at 5, 4, 3. And then when it hits 1, you just start driving around. There are random drops, but they are in the form of these drones with banners flying around. They're in place and they emit purple smoke. If you drive under one or if you get near one, it tells you if you press X under this thing, you will get this car, and it's a level 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10 car. And if you hit on X under it, it switches out your car to it. So
what type of cars are we talking about?
There are sports cars. There's all-terrain vehicle cars. There's trucks. I've gotten sedans before. They have all kinds of cars.
Lots and lots of cars.
Yeah.
Big cars, small
and
cars, tall cars.
How does it work?
So
how do you kill people?
The way you eliminate somebody is you find somebody driving around randomly, and if you get near them, you just honk at them. And that creates a challenge.
What?
That they can't decline the challenge. It just starts a challenge and puts an arbitrary waypoint on both of your guys' screen. It says drive here. It doesn't tell you how to drive there. It just says drive here. So you
have to
race
beat them to that point.
You race them to that point, and the loser gets eliminated, and the winner either upgrades their car or takes the loser's car.
That's interesting.
And there is a ring that closes, but if you get caught out of the ring, you do lose. Like there's a bar that loads, but it doesn't reset when you get back in the ring. So if you get caught out again, you're at that same point again. So if you have like 1 second left to get back in, you have 1 second left again when you get knocked out or when you get left behind.
And then you're screwed.
And when a hit gets the last 10 people, it just puts down another arbitrary waypoint and it says race here. And then the last 10 people race there to get places 1 through 10. And that's how it goes.
Okay.
And they have special exclusive
fun.
cars. They have special achievements for this mode too that they released. So it's a mode to stay. And I got one yesterday that was called "You're Bullying Them," or it's something like that, where you're beating a car that's 5 levels lower than you. There's one called Underdog, where you're beating a car that's 5 levels higher than you. There's achievements for getting to the end in a level 1 car, winning the game in a level 1 car. So there's all types of things and variations that how you can play this. Like you can hide the whole time
fun.
trying to find random cars. And it encouraged you to drive off-road too, because the better cars might be hidden somewhere in a forest. They might be hidden in the middle of a city.
Right.
But it's also about map awareness. You might be a lower level car, but if you know the map better, they might get stuck in a quarry and might not be able to get out of it, or they just keep flipping over because they go off a cliff.
Interesting.
Sounds cool.
So
It's an interesting take, and I never thought they would do it like that.
neither did I, and it's a great mode. I hope other racing games take it too, and just kind of put their own spin on it.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it uses the whole Forza map. It doesn't use small areas of it. And
So the map is varied. It has different terrains.
well, it changes
Cities?
by the seasons, because the whole thing for Forza Horizon 4 is it changes with each season. Like every week it changes the season, so it has like spring, summer, fall, winter, and it'll change with that map too. From the sound of it, it's like in the winter, all the water will be iced over, so you can drive over the water and drive over lakes and rivers.
That's fun.
In summer, it'll be drier. In spring, it'll be rainier. In fall, there'll be leaves on the ground and might be slicker.
Does any other battle royale do stuff like that, where they have not seasonal events, but like the map will change depending on the weather? Like it'll
I don't think so.
freeze
I don't think
o-
any
over-
other battle royale has weather.
No?
I mean, they have like added weather in certain areas, like in Fortnite, it snows in the mountains, but that's about it. But
Yeah.
this is like Forza Horizon 4. That big marketing push was we have implemented seasons and it will change how you race. And
Because that would be neat for just like a first-person shooter thing.
well,
Yeah, the only
actually,
one I could think
actually,
of.
what is it?
Okay.
PlayerUnknown's Battleground did have rain in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did it?
if there are certain times you can get rain in a match, and that would make things more muffled, so you wouldn't be able to hear people better, or you could sneak on people better because they'll be hearing more rain if you were more stealthy.
Yeah. It'd be neat to see stuff like that affect the map of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
now this entire area is flooded and you can't go there, or now there's snow so you can go on this one part and stuff like that.
The only other battle royale game I can think of that has weather, not necessarily that affects anything, but it has different weather, is GTA Online.
Yeah.
GTA 5 Online. I'm
even-
guessing it
even
has
then, it's
different
not
weather.
too varied. Like they only really change
Yeah.
it with the seasons itself, or like a holiday event. But in Forza, it's every week they change it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the whole
But I
campaign
don't
for Forza
think of
is
any other.
you going through every season too and completing events during those times. So it's a fun campaign, but the way they implemented this battle royale and how it implements very well with the rest of the game is cool. And besides that, I've been playing the Lego DLC for this game because earlier this year or last year
Right,
they
I forgot
released.
it had Lego.
They had, you know what? We're just gonna build a whole map that has Lego. It's gonna be Lego City. It's gonna have Lego Raceway. There's
That's
gonna
rad.
be Lego Airport, and you can unlock 3 or 4 Lego cars by doing this. And it's fun because
So-
when you drive, the Lego character is in the car driving it.
Okay, so is it just another reskin of the game?
It's a whole new map
Okay.
with Lego everything. There's Lego trees. There's Lego roads. There's Lego barriers. Lego houses, Lego cities, Lego towns.
Do they break if you
Yes.
run into them?
Not the townhouses, because there's like people cheering on the steps of them.
Yeah, but the trees.
The trees, the barriers, they break like Legos.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been playing through
Yeah,
that.
I forgot they did that.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to play. It's just more Forza, but with the Lego skin on it. And they really turn into it too, because the whole campaign for this DLC is you're completing these challenges that give you Lego pieces, and with those
So
pieces,
it has a campaign.
you are building a house. You're building a huge mansion on this Lego island with these pieces. And the last thing
cool.
I unlocked was a Lego yacht
Yeah.
for my Lego house. So, yeah. Besides that, I've been
Sounds cool.
replaying Final Fantasy 15 on my stream.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Just seeing, I haven't
There
played
you
it
go.
since launch, and I just been wanting to see how they changed everything with all the patches, and hopefully get
Yeah.
through all the DLC too.
Yeah,
I wish I could go back.
I've been curious about that one because I played it, I don't know, maybe a year or so after it came out. So they had fixed a lot of stuff, but they still hadn't like done the whole thing where like it's a whole new game now.
Well, it's not a whole new game as far as I'm experienced.
Yeah,
But it's all in the latter half that they've made the updates. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've added stuff.
they've added
Yeah.
a lot. They've
So-
completely changed Chapter 13 from the sound of it. It's not nearly as much of a slog.
Did they change it? I think they added something,
made
but
it-
I don't think it was that big of a
They made the
change.
ring more powerful. Because
Okay.
before it took like minutes to kill an enemy.
Yeah.
But it should be, I think they just sped that up faster and made it a lot less draining. So they just kind of trimmed it down a little bit, or at least made it faster to get through.
Yeah, I only played they released this patch that had you playing something parallel to that chapter. That's the only thing I played ever since it came out. I haven't tried any of the other patches. But cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't played any of the DLC stuff, so I just got basically the original game, and I liked it, but
Yeah, it's a great game.
Me too. I liked it at launch.
curious.
There's just issues with it
Mm,
that
yeah,
kind of made it a little hard to swallow sometimes, especially in the latter half. But I'm having fun playing through it again.
Cool, good.
yeah. I wish I had more time to go back to the DLC. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I just can't. There are other games.
Yeah. Well, it's like just during this down period before the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC gets released, just trying to knock out more and more in the backlog.
Yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of backlog, I bought two games that were in my backlog. I bought Untitled Goose Game,
Nice.
and I actually had just enough coins in my Nintendo account to get Katana Zero, too.
Yes.
I was actually I went to go buy Katana Zero because it was like, okay, I've gotten my third gym in Pokemon. There's a chance that this coming week I'll knock it out before my trip, so I need something else to play. And then I was like, I wonder how many gold coins I have, and I was like, maybe 30 gold coins away from being
No, but it's nothing.
able to buy Katana Zero for free. And so I was like, all right, let me go buy something else. Let me go buy Untitled Goose Game.
Let me spend more money so that I can get some free money,
Yeah,
and then I'll buy it.
because that makes sense, right? Gonna
Yeah,
spend
sure.
money to make money.
Good financial decisions.
Yeah. So I bought Untitled Goose Game, and I played through that yesterday, and that was good. It was fun. I liked it.
Did you finish it?
Did you beat it?
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Took me 3 hours. No.
Yeah,
not that
it
long.
does seem like a short game.
What's neat is that after you beat it, it unlocks more challenges for
Yeah.
you to do. I mean, it's basically just Hitman, but you're
Yeah.
goose, and so it's just like, okay,
Some of those new challenges
now try it.
seem hard. Like beating the whole game in a couple minutes, beating certain areas at certain times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm guessing there are ways to
Oh yeah,
cheat the game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I like that it's like, hey, we know we had this short experience. Here's some extra challenges
No.
for you, just for fun.
Those two games were on discount, right? For the Game Awards? At least
Katana Zero was. I don't
Yeah.
think Untitled Goose Game was. I paid $20 for Untitled Goose Game.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
then,
don't think that has a discount.
and then I got Katana Zero for free because of all the gold coins I had.
So did you manage to
Nice.
play it?
I played like the first 20 minutes of Katana
Oh, okay.
Zero, so I haven't really gotten in there yet. But last night, as I was trying to fall asleep, I put on the soundtrack to Katana Zero, and it's fantastic. It is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes.
I like it a lot. So I'm excited to
It's
get.
a great game.
Yeah, I'm excited to get more into that game and back
Yeah.
into Pokemon.
Yeah, hopefully you can play more.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. Let's get into housekeeping for a bit here,
Let's go.
and then we will get on with some news and stuff like that. Besides this podcast, we have multiple other shows here at the Whatnauts. You guys should go check them out. You guys can find more information on our website, to thewhatnauts.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in the Whatnauts, and all of our shows will pop up there. If you like what we do, patreon.com is where, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is where you can support us and throw away your life savings. $1 a month gets you episodes early, gets you access to some of the live streams of the review show. $3 tier has exclusive content. And we want to give a big shout out to our patrons at the $5 tier. So thank you to Sam and Christine for helping us out for so long. I think it's been over a year now that they've been helping us out on Patreon at this tier. So thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you. You're the true
Yeah.
goats.
Exactly. But that's it for housekeeping. I think we were planning on doing sort of a game today.
Were we?
The
I forgot.
draft thing. But
Yeah.
I think in interest of time, this week actually had a lot more news than I remember, or than I was expecting. Not that I remember, but
everyone was getting their news in before the end of the year.
yeah, like all the
Also, we
last
had-
big things happening.
We
I
just
was
had a big event too.
only expecting the Game Awards and State of Play, which is still pretty meaty, but it's like I was like, oh, we can just run through all of that, and then we'll have fun. We'll end the year with this fantasy style video game draft thing, but we'll just get on with some news.
Yeah. All right.
So Mick, take us away.
Well, first off, one of the big things is a long-time Sony exclusive, MLB The Show, will be coming to other platforms in 2021, based on a new deal with the MLB and the developers. So this will now be coming to Switch and Xbox. And again, this is a game that's been one of the huge games that sell a lot whenever it comes out, MLB The Show. And it's been from what I've heard from people who play it, they like this game a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This
I would
is
say
the
it's one of the
baseball
season
game.
sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think besides this game, there's only one other baseball game, but it's not as in depth, and it's not as much of a simulation as this one is.
Yeah.
This is like the premier baseball game.
Yeah, this is kind of like the baseball game there is. Maybe there's another one, but no one ever hears about it. The other one.
Yeah. So they announced this on a tweet, I think. It was like a picture of, I guess, a press release.
It was a press release between MLB and their gaming department, their news, Sony, and the developer.
Yeah. But they kind of buried
Diego, I think.
the lead. Yeah, it's you have to Sony San Diego.
Sony isn't too wild about this. I don't think it's good.
I feel like they had
them.
a gun to their head.
Yeah, you have to assume MLB went to them and said, hey, if you want to retain the exclusive deal, you have to put this game on more platforms. Otherwise, we'll just take it from you. Mm-hmm. I don't think Sony was very happy about it.
Yeah.
But they probably had to. I don't think they had any other option.
Yeah.
Well, just
then we saw...
This is not the first game that's gone multi-platform, though. This happened recently with the... What is it? The Heavy Rain people. They put their games on PC.
Yeah, but the thing there is that Quantic Dreams isn't a first party.
That's true.
Even owned by Sony.
That's very true.
Quantic Dream just likes putting their games on Sony platforms. But this time it is a Sony-owned studio putting out a game on other platforms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
So
that's wild.
It's crazy, but I think another thing people were pointing out is this one's probably will have a lot more microtransactions in it. There's something. There's one post that people were pointing to that were saying like this game is going to have more microtransactions than normal with this change.
Yeah,
probably.
Well,
it is going to make
sense.
Sony more money on the short term having this game on other platforms. But I think in the long term, it isn't good for Sony, as I do see MLB as being one of their few like standalone system sellers there are. Like, you maybe buy their consoles because they have several exclusives, but I think MLB The Show is one of the only games that by its own, it is a system seller. So Sony is going to lose probably some sales of their consoles because of this.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is going to be good in the short term for them because it means more people are going to be able to buy the game and it's more money for them in the short term. But maybe they will lose in the end some console sales.
Potentially.
But I think the thing to point out too is console sales, they don't make too much money for the publisher and developer. It's more in the game sales. So they might make them more money in the long run if they just have this game that's their game, kind of like Minecraft with Microsoft, just having it more readily available everywhere will just give them more money in the long run.
But you want to have more people with your own console because that means you are getting more from the fees that you are charging developers for having games on your consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We have to see on the long term if it is indeed good for them or not.
Yeah.
If we ever hear about it.
Which I doubt we will.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think they ever will come out saying, well, this did make an impact on.
But we did hear other news from Sony recently, too, with the Sony State of Play this week, where they had some pretty big announcements, and even though it kind of felt a little flat overall, everything, even though there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Like, first off, Untitled Goose Game, it's not just going to be on Switch. It's coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which was released via a tweet after the State of Play.
Yeah, that tweet was interesting.
It just said honk, and it had from the Xbox Game Pass account.
No, from the Game Pass. No, didn't the Game Pass account say, like, hey, it is also coming to Game Pass, and it has that, like, red alert emoji. It kind of looked like, hey, it isn't only coming to appear for.
But you guys keep talking about the other announcements while I look up the tweet.
Sure.
Yeah, it came from the Game Pass account.
It did. I'm finding the tweet.
Yeah.
But that game will be on PlayStation 4 December 17th.
You're right, Ignacio. It was important PSA. We're adding Untitled Goose Game next week from the Game Pass.
Felt like,
so,
hey, it isn't only coming to PlayStation 4. It also coming to us.
Yeah.
For our console.
But I think this is a big get for Microsoft, though, because Sony, yes, they have it on their console, but they're still charging $20 for it. Well, Xbox, you just need to pay $1 for 3 months and you get to play Untitled Goose Game. So that's more subscribers to their program.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on, besides that, I think, Kyle, you were mentioning Dreams is coming out finally with a full release on
That'll be out
Valentine's
February
Day.
14th.
That is competing against the Sonic movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Rip Dreams.
Yeah.
They
Interesting that they revealed it now. Everyone was thinking that they would reveal it on their own, because Dreams is having their own award stream or something.
I think
So
it's
everyone
better
thought-
for them
weren't they
to
just
announce it
showcasing?
at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there would be more eyes on Sony overall.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they needed those eyes on Dreams because it kind of still has been a niche thing
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of it all. Because this game has been announced when the PS4 was announced and is just not coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
who
weird.
knows?
It was practically announced that.
They finally released the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC trailer, which confirmed the release dates of January 23rd for PS4 and then Xbox the next month.
Which leaked, unfortunately.
Yes. But it also went up for pre-order, and a cool thing that came out with this too is for $30 you get the full DLC, but for $40 you get the full concert that happened in Osaka last month for the Kingdom Hearts World of Trace concert, which is their big orchestra concert.
Yeah.
So for $10
So is
more,
this
you get
like-
the full soundtrack and the concert.
Okay, I was going to ask if this was like the soundtrack or if it was like you get
No,
the
it's
live
clips.
DVD of
Yeah.
the stuff that happened that day.
Did you see
don't
the text that they included at the end of the trailer?
Oh, it was awful.
Detailing
It's so
what it,
it's so deceiving because it looks like for $40 you get free story content, even though there's
Yeah.
story content that's free, including the 2 Keyblades, the Oathkeeper and what's the other one?
I
Oathkeeper
don't know.
and Oblivion.
Yeah, but it was so confusing the way
Yeah.
they worded it.
It was.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Kingdom Hearts,
it's
man.
Kingdom Hearts for you.
true.
They need to work on their trailers,
Yeah. Well, at least this one had sound effects.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, true. True.
Next
Hey, one
was
step at a time.
baby steps. We are getting there finally.
Yeah.
Next was Predator, which is that asymmetrical Predator game that's finally coming out April 24th, where it's 4 Marines on the ground doing missions and trying to stave away the Predator, who is its own character trying to kill you guys.
It looks cool.
It does, and I think it's going to be a fun asymmetrical game that might be a nice change to pace.
Yeah.
Because the last game that we saw that was similar to this was the Friday the 13th game, which had
from the same people.
yeah, exactly. So
Same people.
them adding
Yeah, what's interesting,
Go ahead.
it looks more polished than the... No, it looks more polished than Friday the 13th ever did.
Yeah. Well, Friday the 13th, they lost their license, so they had to stop polishing it.
Yeah.
But them with more budget creating this Predator game.
And also helps that it's only coming to the PS4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so they
Maybe
have
PC.
they have that extra budget push.
Yeah, and they have they're partnered with Sony Pictures, I think.
I believe so.
I may be making that up, but I think they are partnered with Sony Pictures for that.
Mm-hmm.
I may be making that up.
Next,
I know they, or maybe it's Fox, one of the two.
either Disney or Sony has the license at
Yeah.
this point.
Either Disney or
No
Sony.
idea.
Next,
No idea.
next game was a long game, or a game that we've known about since last E3, I believe. Not 2019, but 2018.
No, yeah.
Was Babylon's Fall, which is a.
Was it 2018 or?
I think it was.
No, yeah, it was
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
It was during Square's press conference.
Yes. And this is that Platinum Games Square Enix combo that they're partnering up to make. Comes out next summer, or more info is next
Cool.
summer.
More yeah.
Yeah. And this looks awesome. Like a Platinum style game, but with Square Enix name to it. I think it'll have a great story that will be intense, very RPG like, with that Platinum Games combat.
Yeah.
Just based on
It looked
trailers.
cool.
Yeah.
Not my type of game, but it looked cool.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. Now I'm a huge Square head.
Square.
And then they kind of finished up the conference with a fake out with saying, oh, we're going to talk about Project Resistance. Then it led into a
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 remake trailer.
Yeah, they said we're going to show the single player for Project Resistance.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah.
And the trailer looks
So
awesome.
yeah, it's official.
Yeah, it's official. Resident Evil 3 remake
It
comes
look-
with Project Resistance as its multiplayer mode.
Yeah. It was kind of confusing, the trailer, if it was either first person or third person of the game.
Well, that's what they kind of did for the RE2 trailer too.
Did they?
Kind of. Well, I guess they didn't really show.
don't
They
remember.
didn't really show if it was over the shoulder or not. But yeah, here it's kind of hard to tell if it's going to be first person or not. But
Yeah.
every RE game has
I'm
been
assuming
over the shoulder except
it's
for
going to
7.
be third.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
The
but 7
second one.
was first person. So that's why it is kind of confusing if it is either first or third.
I thought the
Or
second
maybe it's a mix.
remake was in third person as well.
Yeah, the remake 2, it was on third person. The problem here is that remake 3, the trailer didn't make it clear if it was third person or first person.
So
And
I would
because we already have
assume it's the same
Resident
thing
Evil in
as
first.
I would assume it's the same thing as the Resident Evil 2 remake, because
Yeah, but
word on
coming
the
out a
street
year
is
after.
that these were made at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it is the reason I'm leaning towards that there is a chance for it being first person is that it is coming a year out from remake 2, so I don't know if they were made at the same time. Were they made by the same people?
Yeah, so the word on the street is that Resident Evil Remake 2 and 3 were originally made at the same time and were
Yeah.
going to be a part of the same package.
Yeah.
And then something happened along the way, and then they were like, hey, we're only going to do Remake 2 and put that one out first. And so then I think they already had a significant portion of 3 remade, and they were like, well, hey, in the meantime, let's just add a multiplayer thing.
Yeah, I think Project Resistance, they had that, and it wasn't a Resident Evil game, so
Well,
if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken, they decided to make it Resident Evil so that they could add it onto the remake 3.
well, they also had
Exactly,
a
yeah.
tease last year, kind of around the same time that RE2 was released, saying, hey, do you want us to do this again?
Yeah.
And everyone was unanimously saying yes. So that was kind of the icing to convince Capcom, hey, let us keep making these remakes because they are clearly doing well. People want more of them. And since they already had RE3 already cooking, it was a perfect time of let's just keep throwing them at people because we have these ready. They're coming out. We're going to mix in RE8 eventually, because they should be spending time on this to get RE8 ready for possibly a launched timeline for the next generation with a new engine or updated engine for the new generation.
Yeah, at this point, it will have to be a next-gen game.
And the best way to fund that is these 2 remakes, which are doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
There was some
Coming
more
out on April.
announcements in State of Play. I did not put them all in here, but you guys can go check it out for yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they finished it with a weird tease of Sekiro. Not Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sekiro.
No, Sekiro.
Not Sekiro.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
God.
That's it. We are off our
we
game
were all
today.
just like,
Tsushima game.
yeah,
that's
that's
over
the
there.
game.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, they are both kind of Japanese, old Japanese.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Sekiro, Tsushima. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And that was a weird
It's all Japanese to
tease
me.
saying, hey, more trailer at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I left it off here, because I know we were going to be talking about it
Yeah.
for the Game Awards.
And then later the same day as the State of Play, they had the Indie World Showcase, which is a 20-minute presentation about more indies coming to the Switch. And boy, oh boy, there's a lot of them coming. And a lot of them look really cool. Like a sequel to Golf Story called Sports Story, which is going to include a lot more sports in the game with a lot more varied ways to play through it all.
So
Like there was baseball, there was hockey, there was soccer, golf,
I saw some tennis
badminton
there too.
Yeah.
Have either of you guys played Golf Story?
No.
No.
No, I want to though.
Damn. Because
Yeah,
I like
it looks interesting, but
people seem to love that game. I have no idea what it is.
I think
it's an RPG with golf.
Yeah.
element.
where it's exploration, but you're hitting a golf ball around.
Yeah.
I think there's combat, there's actual
weird.
golf in the game. Yeah, it's almost like
Real
what the
life
golf, but a lot more
golf
serious.
combat. Golf would be so much better with combat.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are tied right now? Beat each other to death with your clubs.
Right?
Yeah.
Just go to town on each other. Next was Streets of Rage 4, which comes out first half of 2020.
Which we already knew about.
Did we? I haven't heard too much Streets of Rage.
I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did, but no.
We've
Maybe
known
I'm not.
about the game. I don't know if we've
Yeah.
had a release date yet. Which
Well,
I
we now have
guess
a
we
release
still
window.
don't exactly, yeah. But now we at least have a release window.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that was Talos Principle Deluxe Edition, which was shadow dropped during the conference.
Yep.
Which I don't know if you guys have played that game. I love that game. That game is amazing.
I'll definitely try it out then.
It's a puzzle game, if you guys like Portal 2, The Witness, stuff like that, it's very
boy.
similar and it's really good.
Keep on
So-
speaking sweet nothings into me, please.
Check it out.
And then Dauntless, which is that kind of Monster Hunter-like game with its own
Yeah.
twists, was shadow dropped in the conference too, which I think is free to play.
Free to play,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. It is the free-to-play Monster Hunter. Like,
So if you like Monster Hunter and you want more on the Switch, pick it up.
Mhm. Yep.
Skatebird kind of got a release window for late 2020, which you'd think it'd be coming out sooner, but it's also probably made by a small team.
Yeah.
And then finally, Axiom Verge 2.
Yep, baby.
I still need to play Axiom Verge 1, but seeing the trailer for 2 really wants me to play 1 more and more.
You haven't played one?
No, not yet.
Neither
Oh,
have
you
I.
should.
What?
Ignacio was like, I hate both of you now.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Yeah.
him, to be honest. The game looks
So,
so
do
cool.
either of you like Metroidvania?
Yes, that's the issue.
Okay, then play the game. Play it.
I love the rumors though that the developers of Axiom Verge were going to make kind of like a Cadence of Hyrule like game, but with getting a license for Metroid and making their own Metroid like game.
Mm. Well, it is also only one guy
Oh, is
making the
it?
whole game. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Well, then that is
it's
awesome. That looks so
the guy
cool.
that you saw in the conference. That's I believe it is him. He, if I'm not mistaken, maybe has some help for music and all that, but at least mostly him.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Because the
awesome.
game looks so cool. How long is?
That's
Axiom
why
Verge 1?
it has taken him so long.
Okay.
It's been 4 years.
How long does it take to beat Axiom Verge 1? Do you remember?
As much as any other Metroid game.
So like 10 hours ish.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is a decent amount.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
According to howlongtobeat.com, Axiom Verge is about 10 and a half hours
Nailed
to
it.
beat the main
Almost.
story.
Nailed it.
Almost. How long does it take to beat a Metroid game? Look it up.
Just look up like Metroid Fusion.
Yeah, the latest Metroid maybe, or Super Metroid.
Which one do you guys want me to look up?
Look up Fusion.
Metroid Fusion. How long to beat Metroid Fusion? 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Okay, how long to beat Super Metroid?
Super Metroid. Super Metroid. Main story 7.5.
Okay, so it is longer than
Yeah.
a Metroid game.
That's awesome, though, for a one-man team to make that long of a game.
But it isn't. It isn't visually anything out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of like an 8-bit aesthetic. This
Yeah.
Action Verge 2 seems to be going more towards 16, kind of.
Okay.
All
So
right.
it looks cool.
Good stuff.
But yeah, you should play the game. It is
Definitely
really good.
will add it for my next trip this week.
Yeah.
And then, you guys ready to move on to the Game Awards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
So how
dive
are we
in.
going to handle this? We want to do the
Let's save-
results or the announcements first?
Ooh.
I'd say the awards first.
Okay. So we'll talk about the Game of the Year last. Just going to move something
Okay.
around first. So there was some weird pacing for the announcements, though. They had some with actual awards handed out, which you think that they would hand out awards for, but then others they just kind of sped through or they announced over the speaker system. Like
Yeah, they did that last year.
yeah, but
They
I felt like they
do
did
that
a lot
often.
more this year and focused
Nah.
way more on the announcements.
I think
Yeah.
the one that everyone is looking at is best performance.
Yeah.
Because that should be one that is like a big one. It's on stage, all of that stuff. But Mads Mikkelsen, who won that one, wasn't there.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I forgot about it.
he
I didn't notice.
like
He wasn't there.
it's a weird thing where I don't think the Game Awards has that mainstream recognition yet, where this is something that you have to be at or you have to watch. So it's like, okay, him not being there, that's fine. He's a
Yeah.
busy guy. But they
Yeah.
didn't even have Hideo or Norman Reedus accept it on his behalf. And they
No.
were both there? That was
Wait, I'm
Yeah, they were.
blanking.
strange.
Who went to pick it up?
Nobody.
No
they
one
said
did.
best performers is Mads Mikkelsen. They moved on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I blanked.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
I
I
didn't
like
even know this.
Also, another weird thing is they didn't allow people to have too long of speeches like before. Like people
Yeah.
had longer speeches past years.
But did they don't let them, or did they just don't have any long speeches?
They just didn't really have many long speeches. Like the longest ones were people from
Yeah.
Disco Elysium.
Yeah, because no one
Yeah.
was pushed out of the
and
out of the stage, or
Right.
the orchestra didn't play.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for the announcements themselves, best sports/racing game was Crash Team Racing, which is pretty
That
cool to
one was
see based
wild.
on who they were competing against.
Yeah,
Because there were some long-time sports franchises on there. Then Crash Team Racing.
I was listening to, I think, Game Informer,
Uh-huh.
and someone on there was like, yeah, it's gonna be Crash Team Racing, and everyone else was like, no, it's not. Are you kidding me? When would that ever win?
And then
well, you have to assume
Here it is.
maybe that's because people had nostalgia for the game, whereas all the other games like Pro Evolution or
well, it was
FIFA, they are already known quantities.
it was
Yeah.
also a very
But Crash is
good remake of the game too.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Kebabs when he was here, and they are still updating it regularly. Like almost every day, they're adding new stuff to the game. They're adding new tracks, new themes, new characters all the time.
That's cool.
So
yeah. I just stopped playing the game.
same.
It is a good game. It is a good kart racing game.
It's just
I
hard.
just had to. Yeah, maybe harder than your typical Mario Kart. Also, I had the problem that drifting doesn't work the same as in Mario Kart, so I had to get used to that type of drifting. But then when I started picking up Mario Kart 8 again, it was very, very hard getting accustomed to the other way of drifting.
Makes
It's
sense.
something interesting.
And then
But yeah,
Next was Best Action Game, which went to DMC 5, which I think is well deserved.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Best Art Direction was Control,
Hell yeah.
which I also agree with. And
Yeah.
I think along with this too, they announced a shadow dropped some kind of DLC for the game that's free to play called Expeditions.
It isn't much of a DLC. It is a patch.
Yeah, but it's still like more
what I see.
missions, more ways to explore.
Yeah, it is more mission. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end game content. It's more difficult.
Yeah.
It seems like gauntlets of challenges to go do. Hey, beat all of these people within this time, so on and so forth. But it's more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they also announced the first DLC release date, or at least the release window, which I think is spring of next year.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then moving on, best strategy game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, completely agree with. Best fighting game, Smash Ultimate,
Yeah.
Again, agree.
Sure. Yeah.
Disco Elysium swept the awards though, with best narrative, best RPG, best indie, and best fresh or Subway Eat Fresh indie, which is a studio's first game launch.
So
Yeah.
before we talk about Disco Elysium, that last award, the fresh indie one, that was really weird.
It makes sense though, because they're not just indie games, but it's for those studios who released their first game, and
There were games on there that weren't the first games of those studios.
were there not?
Wait.
Yeah.
Like who?
Untitled Goose Game was on there by House. They had made something else before. I think there was another nominee on there that was the same
Are you
thing.
sure?
Yeah.
Because
There's
I don't
Pull
think
Me,
Reggie would
Push
like
Me,
to let
Pull
us.
You. PS4, yeah, PS4, Windows, Apple, and Linux.
Are you
It's
guys calling
2016.
Reggie a liar? Huh?
Reggie didn't make these nominations.
But he did present the award.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's lying. Look,
No, it means
I
you
don't
guys
want
hate him.
Fizamek running into my house being like, I heard you called me a liar.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah,
My body is ready.
interesting. Ready to kill you.
Right. No,
Yeah,
so
but it is interesting that it.
I just thought that was
So-
strange. I
Yeah.
was like, we already have a best indie category, and not all of these nominees fit the criteria for what this one's supposed to be. Regardless,
Also,
Disco
technically, Death Stranding could have been nominated.
I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But
technically,
is it an indie game, even though it got funded by Sony?
it's a gray
Yeah.
area. I guess I'm sure there's a more precise term, right? Where it's like, yeah, it's an independent studio in the sense that they're not owned by anyone, but that
Yeah.
game was partly funded by Sony. So,
Yeah.
who knows?
But congrats to this small team on just taking away so many awards. And
They won
everyone I
four.
talk to says
That's the
you
most.
need to play this game because it's almost a game changer.
Yeah.
I want to see what the game is about.
So
I might try it.
I don't know the story of the game, but the thing that's neat is that in the conversations you have the dialogue choices of what you can say, like right then and there. But the stuff that they say, like, sticks with you. So if I meet Ignacio on the street and he has on a Dragon Ball Z shirt, and I say,
Yeah,
"Hey
sounds right.
Ignacio, Dragon Ball Z sucks. what is wrong with you, you loser? And then he's like,
and I would
hey,
beat the
fuck
shit out
you.
of you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, you would beat me up and be like, hey, you take that back.
And now you
Dragon
have no
Ball Z is
teeth.
amazing.
Now you have no teeth. Good for
Yeah,
you.
but then down the road, Ignacio, as you go about your day, you're like, man, maybe he's right. Maybe Dragon
I
Ball
don't know,
Z
that's
isn't
so
as cool as I thought it was.
I don't know.
You can kind of internalize stuff,
Yeah.
which is neat in
Yeah.
that game. So
Yeah, it
That's
does
why I
sound
thought
like
it was
an
neat.
interesting game.
yeah,
I
And
must check it out at least.
the whole point is it's a murder mystery type game, but it's
Yes.
kind of in a communist era.
Hmm.
So there's
yeah.
lots
I
of
think
talk-
it all
it's-
takes.
It takes place over a night, but it takes maybe not a night, maybe a week, but
A
it's
week,
a 40
all on
hour,
one
it's at least a
block.
40-hour game
Yeah,
based on what people are saying, and there's a lot of side quests too.
yeah. So if you like the small section of the heady style stuff in the Yakuza games, it's kind of like that, where it's all condensed into one small space, but it's very dense,
Okay.
is what I've heard.
And then, as mentioned earlier, best performance was Mads Mikkelsen.
Mm-hmm.
Best
on him.
score / music was Death Stranding.
Which I don't agree much with it.
I think there were
Yeah, I
much
don't
better
agree
games
with
with much
that
better
one.
scores
yeah.
nominated.
I mean, it has good moments. Good.
Come on,
score
Sayonara
moments.
Wild Hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sayonara Wild Hearts had deserved it more.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's just because Death Stranding was so fresh in people's minds.
Mm. Yeah, it has some cool moments where the orchestra kicks in or the score kicks in, but those are
Or
moments. It's not the whole game, it's-
Roar
Mm.
album.
Yeah, like
Excellent.
you're walking and all of a sudden music kicks in.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
all of the low roar stuff
Mm.
was songs that already existed. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just like,
Apparently, yeah.
yeah, I would kind of go with something original.
Agreed.
Mm. Yeah.
And then Game of the Year went to Sekiro.
The big game.
How?
Yeah.
How did
Yeah, I
this?
didn't
This
see
is
it coming.
wild.
No one saw it coming.
I think some people saw it coming because people who played
Yeah.
it preach it. Like almost any other Soulsborne game, they preach it, and the story's supposed to be really good in this game too. Like they tell you a story with even
Yeah.
more hidden away, but they actually give you a really good story throughout it.
Yeah, like I'm not even trying to say like, oh, I didn't want this game to win because I thought it was bad or something like that. No, everyone says this is a fantastic game, but this is just, it's so wild to me where IGN can be like, Control is our game of the year. The Game Awards can be it's Sekiro. I think Polygon announced theirs, and it was Outer Wilds. And it's just like, everyone is picking something different. This is crazy.
And I think that's the big theme of this year is that people think it's a light year for games, but no, there's less game. There might be not many games for you, but there's a lot of there's a game for everybody out there right now, and that's why everybody's opinion is different. There's no one game that just takes away that runs with the award every year, like there has
There's
been
no
in the past.
standout.
There's no
Nothing
standout.
standing out.
That's a great way to put it. Everybody has a different game of the year this year, which is amazing to see how much variety there is and what is speaking to different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be the same way for us too when we talk about our picks too eventually.
Well,
Yep.
we'll see about it.
Let's see.
Well, along with all this, there are some cool announcements and a lot of
Yeah.
fake outs too. Like this
Sure
weird
was.
trailer that kind of looked like Digimon Pokemon mix that led into No More Heroes 3.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
looked good.
When I was watching the trailer, I was thinking, at one point I thought, maybe this is No More Heroes. But no, because it doesn't look like it. So I don't think so. And then it pops out that it is No More Heroes.
and then you nailed it.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Then,
But yeah,
So
it was an interesting trailer.
I've never played any of the No More Heroes
Neither
games.
have
I've heard that name like Huda51 or whoever his name is, so many times this past year, but I've
Well,
never played any of his.
Yeah, because he
games.
released that other No More Heroes game. The one that
Yeah.
nobody liked.
Yeah, like so, it's just one of those games that stood out to me. Like this one looked fantastic. This looked awesome. So now I'm like, okay, who is this guy? What else has he made?
and a lot of his games are fun too, just from the sound of it. And then hearing people talk about his
Yeah.
games, like they're wild and
Yeah.
crazy, but they're still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And No More Heroes, we also got the first PS5 game announced, which is Godfall, a brand new IP published by Gearbox. So there's another developer making this, but Gearbox is helping out, I guess, monetarily. And it's a looter slasher.
Yeah. Whatever that
Interesting.
means.
It's
But
thinking of a looter slasher, it sounds like Diablo, where you're beating up demons,
I don't
but not with
think so because
not maybe not Diablo, more like what is it? That Warframe. Warframe is supposed to be a big looter game too.
I think it's more like maybe Borderlands, but instead of shooting, it's slashing. Because that's the way Gearbox describes Borderlands. They do describe Borderlands as a looter shooter. So if this is coming from them and it's a looter slasher, it kind of sounds like it is kind of like Borderlands, but instead of shooting, you're slashing,
Yeah.
or whatever that means.
Well, the trailer looked cool though. The premise looked awesome.
It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said all of that stuff was captured in engine, and it looked amazing. It looked like
Yep.
the big fancy cutscenes that we see now for PlayStation 4.
But we'll wait for a little while to see what the final product looks like.
Yeah,
But-
because
And this is supposed to be a launch
it's
title
still
too.
ways out.
Yeah,
Is it?
From,
Are you sure?
It was November 2020. Or winter 2020.
They say that?
I believe so.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Let me Google it quickly. But this whole thing confirmed, PlayStation 5 is going to be called PlayStation 5, which they said before,
Yeah, but
but they...
We already knew that.
Yeah, but they've kind of released a logo for it and how it's going to be displayed for trailers for now.
Wait, did they release a logo? I'm pretty sure it just said Godfall and underneath PlayStation 5, just like that.
Yeah, it comes out holiday 2020.
Okay, so
So-
it would be,
Basically,
if not release date, it's release
release window.
like
Release
window.
month.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really logo. It's more just like how they're going to advertise things until they release the final logo.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
doubt that's how they're going to advertise games on the future. It is just for now.
Yeah. But moving on with another PlayStation game, we finally got the full Ghost of Tsushima trailer, which looks pretty awesome from what they saw, even though it didn't show off too much of it.
Yeah.
A lot of walking, a tiny bit of combat, a lot of story, and that it's coming out summer 2020. So I think it's going to be a late summer game
stoked.
to give Last of Us 2 more time to breathe.
Yeah.
So summer, it's between what months?
June, July, August normally.
Okay.
And September, too.
Sometime September, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
I
September's
wonder
going to
how-
be too late with the new consoles coming out.
Yeah, I wonder how close they'll want it to
So this
the
might be
other console.
August.
I think I'm going to put my money on August to
would
give
make sense.
Last of Us 2 months to be in the limelight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
That makes sense.
July.
Okay.
I'm gonna say July.
What do we have on the line for this?
I don't know.
We'll think of something.
Nah, I don't.
Do
yeah.
it.
Next announcement was Amazon showing off one of their other games, because they haven't released too many, but they've
This
talked
is
about
their second
MMO.
game?
Yes, because the first one was a World Tour or Grand Tour game.
Yeah. That no one cared about.
Nobody cared about.
Doesn't ring a bell.
But then they have an MMO coming out called New World, and it looks really fun. Comes out May 2020. So we'll see how Amazon Game Studios shine with this.
I don't know, man, because I think they announced that they were working on an MMO like 2 or 3
Well, we knew the name
years ago.
The name was on their website, but this is the first look that we had of it.
Okay. Yeah. So this is kind of baffling to me that they're still actually making this. Mm-hmm. They made their own engine. We know that maybe down the road they're trying to get into game streaming and stuff like that. It just seems like a very slow start to no fanfare.
I agree.
So,
But again, their first game
we'll see how they do.
fell very flat.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll pick up the pace after this game. Or maybe this will be the nail in the Amazon Game Studio coffin. Next was a re-announcement from the carcass of Telltale. Is
Back from the dead.
Back from the dead. Somebody is wearing their skin right now. Releasing Wolf Among Us 2, which is a game that
What an
everybody's-
ironic name.
Yeah. Right?
Someone is wearing our old clothes. There's a wolf among us.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing the Telltale logo there.
Yeah,
Knowing
it back
that
again.
it is there, but someone else picked up the name Telltale.
But also, they're
Yeah,
bringing
that's
back
weird
they're bringing back a
seeing.
lot of old employees too.
Yeah,
And-
Supposedly, which is good. It's the right thing.
It is the right thing.
yeah,
it's
but you
still
have to
just
assume a
weird
lot
it's
of them
happening.
already moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a cool announcement from this too is they're getting a new engine. They aren't going to keep that old crappy engine that they've been using for years because one of the owners made it. They're getting a new engine that should help make things run better. We'll just add more
Hopefully.
variety to hopefully. But maybe that's been what the focus has been on since Telltale has risen from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
To the last thing for the Game Awards though was Fast and Furious Crossroads. And this game
it was an interesting announcement.
awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. It did intrigue me. It looked better than I thought it would look.
Well, that's saying something because it looks like a PS3 game.
Sure.
I
don't know, because it looked like
surprised
at least
took them
it
this
had.
long.
I saw a Vin Diesel comparison between every game he's been in, and he looks the exact same graphics wise.
They're just using the same model.
Yeah, basically from I think it was from an
He
old Need for
supplies
Speed
his
game
own
from
model.
Riddick on the Xbox 360 to now. It's almost like it's almost the exact same model.
Yeah.
But this
That's
was a
funny,
one.
man.
At least it looked like it has some interesting set pieces. As that is what Fast and Furious is known about.
Yeah,
So hopefully, the gameplay is there.
but this was such a weird
I would-
last thing for the Game Awards.
I would.
Yeah, it was weird because Michelle Rodriguez came out and announced it.
With
Yeah,
and then
they
Vin
were
Diesel
both
came
there.
out to announce the Game of the Year
Yeah.
award.
Yeah.
I saw someone tweeting like they keep mentioning they feel like they've been gamers forever. Well, no, duh. They've been gamers forever. It looks like their game is on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So who knows? I'm surprised it has taken us this long to get a Fast and the Furious game.
Well, the one that
Yeah, because
I remember was
the Forza game.
for Forza Horizon 2, they had a special standalone game that was almost like a demo for it, but it was neat or Fast and Furious, and it had the airplane scene in it, where you're driving down the runway. Yeah, and that's what got me into the Forza series. Was playing that demo because it was an easy 1,000 gamer score.
There you go. Well, hopefully it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm still holding up hope. But
Because
it is interesting that they have the original actors doing the voices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have Vin Diesel, they have Michelle Rodriguez, and they have at least Tyrese.
Well, I hope
From what we saw.
the worst thing that they would do though is phone it in because it might be a part of their contract saying you must provide voice lines for this thing, and then they just phone in all their lines and it sounds completely awful.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
This is made by the same people that made Project Cars on Xbox 360.
Okay, that's at least a racing game people do talk about.
Yeah, and one that I think people like.
They just closed the servers on that game, didn't they?
Yeah, but how
I
old is the
Don't
game?
remember.
Many years old, and I think that's a PlayStation game, not an Xbox game.
I have no idea. But still, they have some pedigree within the racing genre. But this looks more like racing action.
Yeah, with a lot more action set pieces.
Story.
So
And story,
hopefully it's good.
Yeah, hopefully.
And then the biggest thing that wasn't even a one more thing kind of announcement that they kind of started off the Game Awards with. And it was a really awesome trailer for Xbox Series X, the new Xbox game console for next generation. I don't know, what do you guys think of the trailer?
I've already forgot about the trailer.
I mean, yeah, the trailer itself for the Xbox Series X, I didn't care for all that much. I'm just excited that they revealed it. I was not expecting that.
I just want to say I called this with a question I wrote into Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Really?
When Phil Spencer was saying he has the console at home, I asked them, do you think this is going to lead to a Game Awards announcement? And they said no. They want their own time. And
Hashtag Nano was right.
Nano was right. Spread the word.
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer right now. It is very interesting to me.
I think.
Well, what do you guys think of
maybe
the design?
I like it.
I don't like it. I don't.
I'm mixed.
It's just a PC tower.
Well, you can turn it on its side.
Can you?
Yes.
But then
it's official.
still
You know that for a fact?
You can turn it on its side. The only vent is that
PC
one at the
rectangle.
top.
I don't know. It looks too big.
Well, it's the width of an Xbox One controller and 3 controllers tall.
Is it the width of?
They've confirmed it's the width of a controller. People with hands-on
Oh
experience.
yeah, it is kind of little. Yeah.
People,
I'm seeing it
GameSpot
now.
has hands-on experience with it, and they said it's the width of a controller, so it's not too big, nor is it too tall. So it has a lot of volume, but they've been talking a lot about this console since the announcement, and they said it's gonna be the quietest console ever, which compared to the Xbox One, that's already a very quiet console. There's no jet engine sound with it like the PS
Compared to the One or the One X?
The X is very quiet, but they're comparing. Okay. They're saying it's gonna be the most quiet console ever, and even more quiet than the X. Because the X uses vapor cooling, and they have a huge fan for the Series X from the looks of it.
Okay.
And
well, hopefully Sony takes
there's
that and includes it on their next console.
There's been no jet engine sounds for the new Xbox consoles, like with Sony consoles.
God, it's ridiculous how loud it sounds.
That's like the one good thing Xbox has over Sony.
Team Rocket is blasting off again. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
boy.
I got
when playing Kingdom Hearts
Pro.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. No, I got my 4 Pro in July, and now I'm starting to hear the console making sounds. So I'm fearing that it will end up as a jet engine.
I got a used Pro right before Kingdom Hearts 3 got launched, and boy, it made it sound like the Gummy Ship was in my living room.
Immersive gameplay.
Yeah,
that's funny.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But they showed off 3 things during the trailer for this console. They showed off a racing game, which is probably going to be Forza.
Mm-hmm.
They showed off Halo Infinite, and a soccer game.
Yeah.
And I want to stick on Forza for a second because the Forza developers, the ones who make Forza Motorsport, they were talking during a recent monthly community event saying, we are making this next Forza game going to be a brand new racing experience. Which is going to be weird for a simulation racer like Forza Motorsport is. And
Brand new racing
look, they're going to have new racing
You think
experiences.
Are they talking about like new game modes, or are they just being like, this is going to be the next generation?
I think it's going to be new type of races because it's usually on racetracks, but they showed off-road racing in the Series X trailer. So they might have off-road racing.
It kind of looks like more like concept trailer more than
maybe
rebuilding anything.
But I just think it's weird they're talking about that and they showed off off-road racing when usually off-road racing is in Forza Horizon. And open world experiences are in Forza Horizon because in Motorsport, you just pick the races. And the big thing is like it's supposed to be a beautiful set piece game where you're driving along these tracks that look photorealistic. So
Yeah, I don't think you should look much into
Probably
what
not.
they showed on the trailer.
But they did show off their first Series X game besides Halo Infinite. One that I've been wanting for a while since ever playing Hellblade. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
God, I'm so excited for this.
It looks so good.
That trailer.
It was intense.
Holy moly.
Ignacio, did you ever play Hellblade?
No.
You have to.
It's a good one, yeah.
It is so good, so stressful, so intense.
Maybe
It's
one day.
not even super stressful. It's just it's an exploration into mental health and like how people perceive it, how like trying to explain it, and it's a character kind of wandering around in a landscape that kind of reflects that. And it's a fascinating one because I wasn't a huge fan of the combat. It's pretty simple, but it's nothing to write home about. But it's the story and the acting.
The whole atmosphere of the game too, because not only is it the acting, it's you need to play that game with headphones because it really makes you feel like you're kind of going crazy by playing the game.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And the actress who plays Senua, she won Game Awards, was it 2 years ago for Best Performance?
Yep.
No, I think it
and
was last year.
Was it last? I don't think it was,
Was
last year. Because
It was
last year, they
year or
announced
the
that
year before.
it was the year before. Because
Oh,
last
okay.
year,
Yeah, might
Xbox
have been.
acquired the
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah. And she had never acted before. Like
She was just like a
it was
programmer
just
at the
someone
studio.
standing there. Yeah. And to see her again in this and just immediately be like, this looks so intense. I love this.
But what do you?
I'm stoked.
What do you think they're going to do differently for this game? Because now they have a full first-party budget with Microsoft. And Microsoft has said they're letting people create, and they're not going to limit them with money. So they almost have a blank check
knows?
to make these games. All these first-party studios.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh boy, I think it's going to be like God of War, like Xbox's God of
don't-
War answer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that big, though, because I kind of like the smaller experience with this game.
Maybe
Make
not
it
it's not
short
going
and
to be
sweet.
as big, but it's going to be as meaningful with everything. Like they're going to really improve on like combat. Hopefully, they're going to make the
Yeah.
story more intense, add maybe more story beats, more meaning to it, more characters. Just overall
Who knows?
improve everything.
Do you guys think it'll be exclusive?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
But who knows? I mean, Microsoft already releases some of their exclusive games on other platforms, like for Nintendo, with
Yeah.
Cuphead and Ori. And Minecraft has already been everywhere, but that was everywhere before Microsoft acquired them.
If nothing else, it'll be a timed exclusive, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
It's going to come to PC day one.
Well, yeah. That's
any first-party game comes to PC and Xbox day one. In on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So.
Woo. Get Game
I'm
Pass.
stoked.
Get Game Pass if you can.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's becoming a better deal.
And a good deal and a bit hard to try to cancel it. Let's just say. I've had some experience trying to cancel my Game Pass.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that about wraps us up for today. We are going to be taking a break for the next couple weeks here at the end of the year. I will be out of town. So I like to give people off for the holidays and stuff like that. So we will be back in the new year in 2020. And we're going to be doing our Game of the Year discussions and stuff first thing when we come back. So be on the lookout for that stuff. I'm excited to argue and be like, hey, you are stupid for picking Sobble. Go rethink your life.
I hate you guys.
I'll enjoy proving you guys wrong.
So yeah, be on the lookout for all of that stuff. We also have a 4-year retrospective coming up here on the Whatnauts. That should be in the feed for Crossplay as well. Even though we're only 9 episodes deep here at Crossplay, the Whatnauts have been around for 4 years now. So it's going to be a big celebration. Be on the lookout for that in your feeds too. Ignacio.
Yep.
Where can the people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at Ignacio Rojas B. That's IGNACIOROJASB. That's my name.
And Mick?
I am everywhere at DA Nanobiologist. Or if they don't have character limits, it's The Nanobiologist.
Cool. You guys can find me at YoKyleSpringer on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys want to stay up to date with our shows, we are at The Whatnauts on Twitter. I mentioned all the Patreon stuff, so go like, share, subscribe, sell your soul, tell a friend, tell a foe. Here's what you guys can do. For Christmas, we would like ratings and reviews on iTunes and stuff like that. Help us out. If you have some nice things to say, send them our way. That would be much appreciated. That being said, we will get out of here. We'll be back in January for episode 10. Game of the Year stuff. Till then, bye.
Happy New Year's.
Bye.
Thank you so much for checking out our show. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments below what your Game of the Year was this year. There's so many options. It's crazy to think that it could be any one of them. I guess that's a weird thing to say. Who knows? Subscribe to our channel right up here. That's where you can find that stuff. We have other videos and other podcasts, so go click on the one that's right down there in that corner. Happy holidays and all that stuff. We will see you in the new year. Bye.